Now we go into the next one, and this one, the reason it's marine is because I've got a live sim in here to show you some nice features that we've got on this device. Now, again, this is our next version of the Walkman category. So we talk about the best audio experience, and Sony Ericsson for a while has been leading that charge when it comes to music. So in 2005, we launched our first Walkman. We've sold over 1 million Walkmans in Canada. So we're doing really well with that whole category. Now we said, okay, well, what's kind of that next evolution? Well, this is that kind of next piece. If you look at it from a design standpoint, slim, sturdy, really sexy when you look at it, nice slider. And it's got a great set of technology built into it as well. So what we've done is to say, okay, well, how do you kind of take that music experience, because we've been leading it in so many ways, to the next level? Where a lot of consumers out there, the people on that front end, they always get their technology right up front, and so they'll go out and they think that you can get the same quality music on a cell phone as on a dedicated like iPod, for example, or another like a Zune or whatever it may be. But kind of a lot of the general population doesn't believe you get the same quality songs on an actual device. And that's where we came out with a technology called Clear Audio. Clear Audio, basically what it is, you can see this on Sony Walkman devices as well, it guarantees the best sound quality experience from a consumer standpoint. So basically, it filters out the crosstalk between left and right channels. It makes sure your frequency range is the best, so if you're listening to a high bass track, you get the most out of it, right? So that's kind of the big music side of things. But, sorry.
It doesn't make stuff sound flat.
No, and that's the idea, is you get that full range. You have the highest frequency range in a device. So you're really getting that full experience when you come to an actual sound quality.
And in the box, there's a premium set of headphones as well.
Yeah.
So that's connected to the Clear Audio thing. It's not just
in-ear.
If you have a great device, but it's going into things in your ear that aren't good, you're not going to get that.
You're not going to get
quality.
anything out of
Exactly.
it.
So that comes in the box. A
And-
very
and
good
all
set
the-
of headphones.
Yeah, and the headphones are compatible with your own. You can change your own standard.
They're headphones.
Yeah, it's a 3.5.
Not all the
Yeah.
time though. A lot of
Yeah.
times with cell phones, you would get like those weird adapters, and you have to like buy
Yeah,
one.
so
that's
No,
what.
with
they're
ours,
compatible,
the way it works, and there's actually a really cool reason behind it, is you plug in your adapter here, which is just a Sony Ericsson connector, and then it's got a 3.5 mil jack. Now we put our Clear Audio headphones in that jack, right? So it comes with it. Now you can choose to put any set of headphones you want, and the reason we do that is actually kind of cool. So let's say I go for a run and I want to keep my phone in my pocket. So when I keep my phone in my pocket, I go for a run. If I get a phone call, I can hear the actual call, but I can't actually talk because the microphone's in my phone, which is in my pocket. With us, we have this connector that comes out. You can put any set of headphones you want, clip it to your lapel or whatever. You're going for a jog, you get a phone call, all you have to do is touch this button. Your microphone's here, and you've got your headphones that you want. So you get a lot more functionality out of it by doing it that way, and that's kind of the level of thinking that's gone into it. Anyways, that's kind of the music side of things. But, as I was kind of saying before, is we wanted to really evolve that music experience, but now we said, okay, well, we've done that for a while. What else can we do? And so part of that is now how do we elevate the other experiences? And this is where we're starting to do a lot more in the social networking side of things, where we want to say, okay, well, we really want to create a new user experience and bring that all together for a consumer. And this is where if you actually look at this device, you see this carousel of people. Now this is what runs on Facebook. So the Facebook app, I haven't touched a button, just opened my phone. It runs in the background. And all it does is it cycles through your status updates to your friends. Now, what do people want to do when they're using their cell phone to connect to people, wherever it may be?
You have to refresh the lock.
Oh, sorry. What do they want to do? Well, what people generally want to do when they talk about their phone or talk on their phone and stay connected, they basically want to find out what their friends are doing. They want to let other people know what they're doing, and they want to just make sure that they're not missing out on any news. So with one click, I get right into my carousel. I can scroll through my carousel quickly to determine who I want to go find out information about. Click on them, and then I go into my news feed. And then now I can enter my status quickly, or I can follow what else is going on.
Right.
And it just makes it really easy. It's about creating a really simple user interface to stay connected. Every other experience that you have to go through, you have to go into the internet browser. From the internet browser, then you have to go into Facebook. You have to log in. So you're going 4 or 5 steps before you're actually connected. With this, all I have to do is, if I'm out of here, open and close my phone, and I can get the updates that I want.
How about Twitter?
So there isn't a Twitter app for this phone yet. So the two apps that we have, and I'm glad you kind of mentioned some of the other things that are out there. So you've got Facebook on one side, but this device also has a YouTube uploader. This is the only device that you can go straight from the phone right to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So built right into the device. So
You
let's
have
say
to side load into a computer,
Yeah.
right? To then
Of
upload.
course.
exactly.
Right.
So now if I go into my camera, right? So now I'm in video. And Peter hates this because I do this all the time. So I'm just gonna, take this video here, do whatever. So now I stop that video. All of a sudden it gives you this option to send. So I click that send and you can go
Wow.
right to YouTube. That's how easy it is. We
Because
make
you
the
have
integration.
your password and user ID and
Yeah, you can
It's already
save it.
logged in.
No, so you can save it. I haven't done it yet, so you can see the login screen. But once you have this saved, it goes right into your account. If you haven't, the first time you're doing it, you go into your login screen and you're set to go right into your account. So they've integrated the experience right up front. It's about making the most out of it, right? Like if it's complicated, no one's gonna do it.
That's very simple.
Exactly. And then the other neat thing is if I even want to go look at videos on YouTube, that's uploading. The other thing is I hit this activity menu, I get my applications, get my applications that would be here, scroll down to YouTube, and now I actually load the YouTube application. So I can start to surf for all the YouTube videos that are out there. So now you're really staying connected on a device like this right into those social networks that are important to you, whether it be YouTube applications or Facebook. So that's the device.
Great. Cool.
So that's the Walkman experience, and really it's about the three key things on this device is the best audio quality, leading kind of the social networking charge on a handset experience, and then also the style of it. You want to make sure that people look at it and pick it up and be like, oh, that's sexy. That's kind of where I want to go with the device.